Okay, here we go. We're gonna do a reading for the collective. There was one deck. I haven't gotten my cards quite organized yet. They're still in boxes, unfortunately. Time frame. This time frame. What's new? Any cards? Well, all right. So it doesn't look like anything that we don't already know. We have 49, missing link, earth, and past. So I'm feeling like that is our evolution, right? So now we have this sort of knowledge or this knowing, and now we have to kind of enforce it individually. And then the self-sacrifice is Vega and the past, and that kind of, I'm feeling it. Like previously we had to self-sacrifice our sovereignty, ourselves, like, and now that we know better, it's a new consciousness, earth and present. So I don't really think there's much here that we don't already feel or know. And then on the bottom here we have embracing transition and serious for the present. You know, at that radical acceptance of just, gosh, all of the changes, and knowing that whatever it is, we can't control it, and it's for the highest good of all. One card, please, for the collective. I'll read from the book, even though it's incredibly long. For the collective, who's going to hear this? Ooh. We got 2 cards. Okay, we have Patience on the bottom. Now these are sigils, right? Or symbols. So yeah, again, realization. Is it lapis? Lapis lazuli. I know, I love it so much. It's so beautiful. But the idea is to concentrate on the card, as you guys are aware, and feel into it. But with this card, this is what I think it's referencing. The realization, and then kind of bounding outward. Do you see the vibration here in the card where it's just like out? And that's the new consciousness. And then Charoite. I have no idea what that means. I don't think I've ever even heard of that. But individualization. So when I'm looking at this card, I'm feeling into it. I'm feeling the root chakra coming into balance. And then again, there's that vibrating outward. There's that pulse that I'm seeing. And let you do your thing. And then here on the bottom of the deck, we have Rhodonite and Patience. I'm seeing a gateway, kind of a path, a bridge. So do you see the pathway here going back into, then there are these 2 and 2. It's like first gate, second gate, third gate. And each of these, you know, represents like an initiation point or an awakening point. And that embracing transition and that new consciousness here. I said I was going to read from the book, but I'm not going to. So rude. Isis, that's what I was going to do. Alright, I think this one specifically is for B. This pull anyway. What is collectively true? What? I don't know. Okay. Quite powerful. So haven't read the back of the cards yet, and I certainly don't have them memorized, but I'm seeing this as the bigger picture, right? And then this one kind of focused in a little bit more. You see the circles here? There are circles right here. Kind of a zooming in of whatever this is. It's powerful though, look. A girl's got a good body. And then this one. I was drawn to her necklace in this when I first looked at it. All right, so let's read. Queen of Heaven. The Queen of Heaven, the divine empress of the skies, acknowledges your feminine authority now as a man or a woman. You have a life path of spiritual leadership to bring qualities of mercy, compassion, and wisdom into the world. You hear that? All right. Now this one. Ha, that's funny. Talisman of Potency. Sacred tools and objects can become an extension of your energy field, focusing your power and intention, helping you heal the spirit between spirit and matter, bringing physical matter more deeply into light and life. You are encouraged to work with sacred materials in a conscious way to help your own healing and enjoyment of the material world as a part of your spiritual practice. So I think that's probably a call to maybe do some additional work that might not have been being done. So I've been having this feeling lately of obviously pulling back, and then that's happened since the election, right? Since January, where there's this kind of like pulling back, and it's becoming ever more. But there's something that's integrating, and it speaks to power, something that is allowing us to, or a certain amount of us, allowing us to sprout kind of once more and do our work. I'm trying to see if there's another. We'll do the trusty old rebel. And you know, I like to read from the book in this one. Collective. What do we need to know to help us? Yeah, it's like this break time, like, because a lot of this is coming out and it's nothing new that we don't know. That's what I mean. We're going back, like we're pulling back and integrating something that's going to help us in that transition later. And we might not see it, we might not necessarily even feel it, know it, but there's nothing new because we're not meant to see or know what that is. Focusing on the self, mainly. The self for the collective. What do we need to know? Upcoming messages. Okay. All right, we don't have any card here. I've been seeing a lot of threes lately. And so this is card number 30. And it says the perfection of your life. And you can see this energy down here kind of feeding the world. All right, so let me find a spot in the book. So you heard me, but I was asking, what do I need to know going forward? What would help us going forward? That was my intention when pulling the card. So, have you ever seen a storm pictured from above? It can appear to be so beautiful and elegant. This is certainly different to the ground view, which can be quite a violent experience. So too, there is a great beauty in your life right now. However, at this point in the natural process, you may be experiencing it as anxiety-inducing rather than beautiful. You may sense it as an internal chaos. You may feel it as something that is waiting to erupt from within, as a restlessness or an anxiety that you cannot quite articulate, but sense vaguely nonetheless. Perhaps the chaos is fully fledged, and a person or a situation in your life is causing all kinds of havoc, upheaval or change and uncertainty in your world. Whether the chaos seems subtle, strong, internal, or external, this oracle brings the same message for you. All is unfolding according to a perfect higher order. You are currently enduring a cosmic spiritual storm which is having an impact on you. It is clearing things out, ruffling feathers, and preparing you for that lovely, super fresh, uplifting feeling that one experiences after the storm has finally passed. If you have drawn the oracle of after the storm as well, we did not. Okay. If you cannot believe there is anything happening, even at a subtle level, because you feel stuck, denied, bored, thwarted, or stale, this oracle brings you a message also. No matter what appears to be, in truth, there is only the unfolding, creative genius of the universe. You are not forgotten. You have not been looked over. You have not been denied, found wanting, or rejected as unworthy. The storm that needs to erupt is in your own heart. Do your liberating rain dance. Rage, weep, pray, dance, paint, or sing. Express whatever is needed, however is needed, to exercise the blocked energy in your heart. And then you will call on the powerful perfection of your life path as it aligns you for the next creative turn of the spiritual spiral of life. Once again, you will trust and directly experience the flower of life unfolding within you and around you. You know, I know that harkens on all the things that I said, but I was thinking as I was reading, I also, side note, I've been, did you see that? I've been playing with my rain sticks, and I'm loving that. It's like a very soothing sound for me right now. And in my mind, like imagining the rain dance. But I think a lot of souls get caught up in the what's next. And I know I've said that before, but to remember that this is our heaven in any given moment is special. It's sacred. And there's going to be all of these things always going on around us. There's never going to be an end. As, you know, the book said, it was the spiritual spiral. It's always, we are always activated to help shift with the earth. So easy to get caught up in that, you know, what's next? Something's supposed to happen and blah, blah, blah. But when we step outside of growing ourselves or concentrating too much on something other than we really do lose that spiritual path, that or get off track. Where was that? This one, this patience, this path. It's, you know, and if you believe in guides, if you believe in angels, if you believe in even extraterrestrials or something other than worldly, yes, there is negative, but that energy force can't, they're helping, they may be helping, but they can't necessarily get us to where we want to be or where we're supposed to go without each of us individualization, going in and becoming stronger ourselves. Okay, that's it. That's it. Later.